This is Blood Will Tell. Tetsuka Osamu's Dororo. That sounds really dumb. This is the American version, and I think in Europe it was just called Blood Will Tell. I don't think it had that subtitle, but I could be wrong. And I say that because I remember reading reviews of this game. I've never played this one before, but I do remember reading the reviews of this in magazines and going, "This is such a silly game. Who would play this?" Just because the concept is kind of weird, and I'll I guess let you see what it is here. Oh, you want to watch movies? It's just a prologue. Absolutely. Shrek 2. So this is a hack and slash game, from what I understand. And it looks like this. That looks
Hyakimaru,
real
move
bad.
with the left analog stick, not with the directional button.
Not with the... What the hell? What 1984 Orwellian
Well done,
dystopia is
Hyakimaru.
this that I can't move with the directional buttons? They're literally called directional
Move
buttons.
with the left analog stick while holding down the L1 button.
Uh-huh. That's what I'm... What does that do?
This will allow you to strafe from side to side.
Ah, okay, that's actually
Use
pretty
it
cool.
To avoid exposing your back to your enemy. Press the L1 button to center the camera in the direction you are facing.
That camera control. This is the right stick.
Jump
Like it
with the
zooms
X
in.
button.
I don't like that at all. The strafe is pretty cool, but
Yes, very good, Hyakimaru.
thank you.
Now try pressing the X button one more time while in mid-jump.
This is what we call a double
Well done.
jump.
That was an excellent double jump.
Literally said. But that okay. It's
Now
yes. You.
press
Oh my god,
the
that's so
square
dumb.
button does a light attack, and the triangle button does a heavy attack.
Oh god. Okay, this camera control is awful. I'm hoping that this looks so pixelated only because
Now,
of this sort of
I will
black and
show
white
you a
filter.
Very special technique.
Because this is technically a UI element, and all the UI elements don't look that great. So I'm gonna hope once we get into the game proper, outside of the tutorial, it shouldn't look so... Oh, I forgot I was supposed to press triangle.
Press and hold the triangle button. When your sword flashes, let go of the triangle button. Attack the enemy using that technique. Press and hold it. You are not charging enough.
Okay,
Press
don't get mad, dude.
the
Calm down.
triangle button.
No, you're not doing it
When
properly.
your sword flashes, let
Okay,
go of the
I've let
triangle
go.
button.
I've let go.
Attack the enemy using that technique. Then press the buttons as they appear on the screen.
Alright, so this has like a
Once the enemy's health has been depleted, press the triangle
like
button.
a dynamic sort of combo system. That's pretty cool. I like that. So you'll notice that he doesn't have hands.
Done, yeah. Try to get as many slashes.
From
as
what I
you
remember,
can.
this is the
You
story.
may be rewarded.
Um,
Look, your attack
but I guess we'll see.
caused your spirit gauge to fill up.
do a spirit bomb.
See the blue gauge blinking in the upper
Oh
right.
my god, this camera is awful.
Now press the square button.
Like, this is like a
and the
PSP game.
triangle button simultaneously.
This is called a special attack.
Excellent. You have successfully performed a spirit attack. You will be
A spirit
able to
attack in
learn
Eastern
more
Europe is when you
spirit
shiv 'em with
attacks
half of a glass
by
bottle.
finding spirit scrolls. Press the L2 button to choose. See how the weapon in your hand. Press the L2 button. See how the weapon in your hand changed. Try attacking.
Now I have
that
hands.
sword.
Where'd I get those?
Excellent swordsmanship.
I just swung the thing.
There are many other kinds of swords. Be sure to try each one at least once. Now, press the L2 button. Finally, I will explain how to use the weapons I've built into your body.
Huh?
First, your right arm. While using your sword arm, press the R1.
Oh, cool. Okay, it's a gun.
Impressive,
That's pretty cool.
isn't it? I call it the repeater arm cannon.
Can you repeat
This
that?
weapon can be used when you have your sword arms drawn. It is very effective.
Oh my god, this
but
camera
there's
is...
limited
Like, this
ammo,
camera control is
so
so bad. I don't know
use it
why they did that.
wisely. Now your left leg. Press and once you select your target using the cursor, press the triangle button.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Quite powerful. Hey, Yakimaru. I call it the guided leg cannon.
Could you guide me through that one more
It
time,
is
please?
very powerful, but uses special ammo. Use it sparingly. Oh, I almost forgot. Those swords in your arms, as you defeat demons with them, the swords will increase in level.
Why are you
Be
speaking to
sure
me like I
to
don't
use
speak
them
English?
often, Hyakimaru,
Well, I guess this guy
for
probably
they
doesn't
will
speak
serve
English.
you well. Yakimaru, your journey begins here. Steel your will. Be strong. Defeat the 48 fiends and return here alive. I await you, Yakimaru.
This is the prologue. It's a log that gets paid. Are you telling me, is this really the resolution that it's running at? Like, this is running at native 480 resolution, looks like. But it feels like it should be running higher. I feel like the UI is higher.
Demons. You really think you can kill me? Try me.
Oh, he broke his neck there for a second.
I will take back all the 48 body parts the fiend stole
Yeah,
from
so that's
me.
the story. Is that apparently... I thought they would explain it a bit more, but it's just that one line. Is, yeah, he got his body parts stolen, and this, I guess, evil scientist dude... Or he's not even evil scientist. What's the block button? This scientist dude, he replaced his body parts with, like, weapons, swords and stuff. And, yeah, that's the whole game. And that even the birds are hostile. Who is back here? Is it a bird? Yes, it is. Oh boy, that camera is never going to be fun. Like, just look at it. I'm trying to just turn around so I can look at the bird. I gotta go like this, and now I can't even move it anymore left. So I have to walk. I just have to use the L1 button to just constantly, like, set the camera behind me as I'm turning. That feels better than trying to use this. And I get it that they're gonna say, oh, this isn't for controlling the camera. But that's stupid then. Like, I definitely don't want to see what's ahead of me in an action game. Oh my god, when you start, if you start making like a racing game, you know, you're driving a car, by default, a lot of the time, depending on the engine and how you have it set up and everything, the camera won't actually follow the back of the car. And the first time that you try to play it, it's so obvious why the camera has to follow the back of the car, even if there's like a little lag on it. Like, if you try to play it that way, it's so bad. And like, every developer kind of knows when you do that. Because everybody makes that mistake the first time they do it. Oh, I forgot to add that. And they add it immediately because it's unplayable without it. And this is kind of the same thing. Granted, this probably isn't as egregious because you can still kind of tell where you're going. Because the camera does follow you, but it doesn't rotate as it should. And I guess you don't always have to see the back of your character. That would be disorienting too. But the camera should kind of be looking at the same thing that your character is in one way or another. How does he not lose those fake hands? Also, if they're fake hands, how does he use them to hold the real sword? Like, Annihilation Battle. No, wrong one. This one. How does he hold the sword if those are fake hands? Unless they're like clasped in that shape, and he can't not hold the sword. Like, he couldn't let go of it. Oh god, you know, that is one thing that sometimes I see, like, reviewers reviewing games and talking about. This game has terrible camera controls. And I've always been like, I've never played a game with terrible camera controls. Only with, like, slightly less responsive camera controls, so I kind of understand it. But I was never like, oh, these camera controls ruin a game, until now. Yeah, that's genuinely bad. And I'm sure somebody will say there's a reason for that, and there's plenty of games that have like a fixed camera, You know, like the old Resident Evil games where you can't move the camera at all. And like that would be their excuse for why this one doesn't need to have full camera control, but this looks like a third-person game that should have camera control, and there's an expectation there. You know, I guess the only excuse you can have is that yes, this was a PS2 game, but it's still relatively early for 3D games, so maybe they didn't know how important that kind of stuff was. You know, there wasn't an industry standard yet, but there was. Every game did it. But I don't know, I'll give him a bit of leniency in that regard, but it doesn't make it any better.
I finally found one. These fiends live off the sorrow and despair of humans.
I literally, when I read the
Take back
subtitles, I
my
thought
body.
it said these Filipinos. I was about to go, that got real weird real fast. This dude stole my chicken ondoba. Okay, right, so during the boss battles they realized like, hey, yeah, we can't we can't let it be the same camera that the game normally uses, because that is literally unplayable. Do I have a dodge roll or anything? No. Oh, I missed. That's fine. Didn't take any damage. Come on. Come on. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, I do want... Nope. Nope. I don't know, I don't have a block button or a dodge roll, so I'm not sure how I'm supposed to avoid... What was... Yeah, how do I get into that? Combo mode. Nope, that's not it. I guess I just have to hope that my health is bigger than his health. Okay. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Do the... Nope. Can't get him good. Ooh, dodges that one every time. Come on, jump towards me. Okay, that one just went through his leg. Nope, that one didn't do anything. Okay, I only got one of those R2 attacks, so I guess I better make it. Oh, it's goddamn. At least that one hit. Okay, I think, yeah, last one I did fire straight into the ground because the Y is inverted. Or rather, it's not inverted and it should be. I don't know. But it felt wrong. Oh, I have my spirit bomb. Missed. Can't control it. I guess I have a little bit of control, but not enough to hit him there. Yeah, that's useless. Also, you can see the bullets when they hit him. They hit him, but they continue to travel through him, which is silly, and I have no ammo. Every boss has a weakness. Oh boy. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. I guess you have some iframes during your jump. And I'm dead. No, I'm not. Do I have that red health bar as well? So I have like 2 levels of health bar.
What's happening?
Ah, screaming for his life.
My voice. It's my own voice.
That was the power I received, was my
I got
voice?
my voice back.
Like I stole my voice box.
Ah!
It's a pretty good rock and roll scream. I regained my vocal cords. Yes, they gave me back 7 max HP and 2 attack power. Alright. Okay. Alright. Happy with that. Happy with that.
The
Oh
world
my
was
god.
ravaged
I just
by
realized it's gonna be
enemy
black and white until I get my eyes back or
people
something.
cried to the
And then
heavens,
I'll get color.
their hearts full of despair. Unbeknownst to them, the world was at the mercy of a group of vile demons known as fiends. One day, a terrible omen appeared in the sky. When morning came, not one, but 2 suns rose in the east. However, while one sun shined more brightly than ever, the other gave off a dull, black light, as if it were but a shadow of the real sun.
It's called an
It
eclipse.
seemed as though the gods of the heavens could no longer bear to witness the troubled times on earth, and parted ways with the gods of darkness. The gods of darkness, the fiends, looked upon this omen with fear. To them, the appearance
They
of
say
2
omen
suns
as if it's like
foretold
a
the
literal
birth of
thing, a
human
physical
that
item,
would have the power
but
to end
it's not the
their
definition
dark
of that
rule.
word. Look at that, as a baby.
However, the fiends could not destroy this child of light themselves.
Child of Light, Ubisoft,
They
2016.
discovered, however,
Probably, I don't know the year.
they could
2015.
corrupt the child's
2012.
birth parents. The fiends approached Kagemitsu Daigo, a local samurai, and the future father of the child of light, and enticed him with promises of power. One night, in his dreams, Kagemitsu Daigo saw a vision. In this vision, he was told that he would be given the power to bring order to this chaotic world.
Like you can see some of that art is really good
Daigo,
because I think it's
thinking that he had
actual
received a vision
art.
from the heavens, gathered all his courage,
And then you have stuff like
ventured to
this,
the
which was
temple
made for
called the
this game,
Gates of
which
Hell
still looks good,
alone.
but there's definitely a difference between
As Daigo stood there,
Like, this
surrounded
art that
by
was
the
made for this
possessed statues of
Gum
the 48
game,
fiends, he was told
somebody
that
art
the
that they
price
used
of
is
his
actual,
power
like,
would
wood
be
block.
his firstborn child. The sudden
Woodblock
demand
art.
threw Daigo into a panic. Heightened by the echoing laughter of the fiends, his mind began to twist, and Daigo's reason and judgment failed him at last. He signed the contract.
Hey, he was pretty
A
happy
few
about it.
days later, Daigo's child was born. This was much to the surprise of Daigo himself, as he had expected the fiends would lay claim to his child. Daigo dared to allow himself to feel a moment of joy and relief, but that moment proved to be short-lived.
Because his son didn't have his hands.
Shadows gathered over the
And they
newborn,
took his vocal cords.
wrapping themselves around its tiny body. A voice sounded from within the shadows. The body of your son now belongs to the 48 fiends. As promised, you shall be granted the power to bring order to this pitiful
Yes,
world.
his body belongs to 42 fiends and then 6 to be added later as DLC.
From this day forth, your path to victory shall be littered with the corpses of those who defy you. 48 parts of the infant's body had been stolen by the fiends. Seeing what happened to his son, Daigo let out a blood-curdling scream in anguish. Suddenly, Daigo sprang into action.
Can we go back to the
He
really good
snatched
art?
up the infant in his arms, jumped atop his trusty steed Midoro. His wife desperately
Hey, Midoro
tried to
is
stop him,
Sudoro.
but Daigo shrugged her off and made his way toward the river.
Towards the river. Wait, he's gonna drown the baby. He's gonna put the baby back into the back of the van and reverse the van into the lake. Yep, I do need to.
I can save the game here.
When his son grew up, he told him, "You see those umbrellas, young man?
save the game here."
You can save your game with those umbrellas." Sorry, parasols. They're not really umbrellas. Okay, whatever. Let's continue with that. So, oh wow, they don't replenish anything between the levels, huh? Like, I understand having like your tutorial be in black and white, but the first level and the second level, like, this doesn't look good, you know, because it's in black and white. Unless I get my eyes like right now and it gives me color in this level, then it's gonna be a bit too long before it gives you the back. Or your eyes should have been the first thing that you got back, you know? Like the tutorial and the first level should have been like entirely in sonar or something, you know? Which could just be a black and white filter with the contrast all the way up, and you can say, yeah, it's sonar. But yeah. I don't know, that's me assuming that your eyes are actually gonna be the thing that lets you see color. Instead of just finishing this chapter 1 and then or the prologue and then getting your eyes back. Okay, so I don't want to use any of my stuff because it actually will. It will carry
Don't worry.
over.
I've killed all the demons. My arm? It's fake. Let's not go telling everyone about this, okay?
Really easy for the animators on this game, I guess. You never have to animate any hands.
Why
But
are
to
you
be fair,
following
those
me?
hands do look better than a lot of other
That
PS2
sword
hands.
in your arm. I bet it was
For example,
forged
her
by a
hands look
master
awful.
swordsmith.
I don't know. Maybe it was. It works good enough for me.
I thought so. You mind if I take it?
Take it? You? Don't make me laugh.
I am the world famous thief, Dororo. Come rain or shine. Once I set my eyes on a treasure, it's mine.
You're gonna be my mysterious
I don't think
salesman
you
for this
get
game?
it. This thing is attached to my arm. It's a part of me.
You can't get rid of me that easily. I will get that sword.
Slash the
Are
child.
you stupid? Staying near me is certain death. You saw them, didn't you? I'm haunted by ghosts and demons.
Well, the world famous thief.
Lafcadio
is
Hearn is
afraid
gonna write a
of
story about this
nothing.
guy.
Thief or not, don't follow me.
God, and I got a child companion. To be fair, the actual combat,
Die!
if we pretend like the camera isn't important, which it is, but if you pretend that I got a sword? Okay, cool. Yeah, if you pretend that the camera isn't important, or if you can deal with the camera, the combat is not too bad.
My sword arms have leveled up.
Like, it's responsive, and why you give me a worse blade than the one I start with? It's silly. But yeah, other than that, the combat is fine, and
My sword arms have leveled up.
the game doesn't seem too bad. But yeah, there's one or two decisions here that I think make it not really worth your time. Again, if I was a kid and this is all I had to play, you know, I didn't have the option of bringing this back and getting a different game or something like that, and I didn't have a million games to play, I would gladly play through the whole thing. No question about that. But yeah, with the power of hindsight, even, you know, judging it as a PS2 game, I still think that there were much better PS2 games that did this specifically. Like Way the Samurai that I played, the combat is way more stiff in that, but it's a bit, well, from the other games I played, it's a bit deeper. Although this one might get deep. You have 48 parts. They must all do some. But the combat here is more responsive, and in that sense it's a bit more fun. But overall, as a game, Way of the Samurai 2 I think is more fun than this. Come on, please don't just like jump away so I don't hit you. Okay.
Thanks for your help. I'll cover your back.
Yeah, because you suck in close combat. Just like throw things at him. That's all I ask. Come on, give me back my eyes. What are you, like a Pokemon? You say your own name? Dororo. Hiya. Dororo. Get him. Dororo. Dororo. Like this one's much easier because it doesn't move that much. Even if its attacks hit harder.
Leveled up.
My sword arms have leveled up. Yes, I did get my eyes, see? I know what these games are doing. I know exactly how they think, and I'm gonna get color back. Look, with cutscenes in color. Oh, my eye fell out. Is it gonna be mechanical? No. I got rid of the glass eye. Okay, and I was seeing it through my mind's eye, apparently. See? Got color back. Okay, that's fine. I take back what I said about the black and white, because they did give it back to you reasonably soon. I thought it would be another entire level or two.
I can see through my left eye.
Ah!
Dororo. You're Dororo. Your voice is a little annoying, but you're a cuter kid than I thought.
Huh?
Hey, is that your eye?
It's my old one, you can
Go
have
ahead. Pick it up.
it. Predictable.
It's a fake eye.
Yeah, what? Did you expect my real eye to fall out?
You scared? I don't blame you. When I was a baby, I was
Wait,
found
I got one
floating
eye back?
in the river, in a barrel.
Oh god, another cutscene.
Having returned from his studies in China, the physician Jukai had been gathering herbs near the river. To his surprise, he came upon a barrel floating by, carrying in it a tiny infant.
As opposed to a giant
Perhaps
infant.
it was his medical training that urged him to save the child, or perhaps it was human instinct.
He put this little
But Jukai
salve
did not hesitate
on
but
this
for
baby
a
with a
second
Q-tip. Look
before
at
he
that.
rescued
What do you have
the
in that
child
bowl?
from the barrel.
There's a
Yet
mortar and
upon
pestle.
examining
If
the
things go
child,
wrong, he's
he
just
was
gonna
at a
grind up
loss
the
for
baby.
words, for he did not
Like they
know
used to
any
do with
medicines
mummies.
that could help this cursed infant. However, as Jukai fed the child, he watched the infant sip at its porridge. He felt its burning
Hey, my
desire
porridge.
to live, and
Give that
decided
back, you
to raise
baby.
the child as his own. One day, a strange voice buzzed in Jukai's ear. "Feed me. Feed me," the voice pleaded. He looked around in search of the source of the voice. The infant was staring straight at him with its empty eyes. "Could it be?" he said aloud. "Were you the one speaking to me?"
Yeah, you see anyone else in here?
"Yes," the voice echoed in his mind. Jukai realized that the child could speak directly to his mind. From
That's
that
kind of
day
creepy. That
forward,
image.
Jukai communicated with the child telepathically and taught him everything he needed to know about living in this cruel
And
world.
sometimes they give you a hat that they say is gonna stand up, but look at
When the
this.
child turned 3, Jukai made a decision. He decided to
Flaccid
operate
hat.
on the child. He would use
Silver.
all his medical knowledge to give the child everything he was missing. Arms, legs, eyes, nose, ears, everything.
What's the
that
nose?
child
What's that
lacked.
gonna...
He began
Is that going to give
the
me like
operation.
smell-o-vision like Dog's Life?
After many, many
You know,
hours,
a game Dog's Life
a
where you could go into
miracle
smell-o-vision?
happened. At the end of the surgery, when the anesthetics had worn off, the child opened his eyes. And for the first time, the child had a complete body. And he had a name. Hyakimaru. Within a month after the surgery,
Maru means
Hyakimaru
vessel,
began
doesn't
to
it?
learn to use his new body.
Hyakimaru, I guarantee, translated from Japanese, it means something like empty vessel.
Steps.
Watch.
He stumbled
I'ma
many
look this up.
times, but every time he picked himself back up and tried again. The pain was nearly unbearable, and
Oh, God,
every
give me the
day
actual
he worked
Japanese
himself
alphabet.
to the point of nearly collapsing. Soon Hyakimaru was able to run
Yeah, is
about
it two
as free
Ks?
as any child.
Yes, it is.
When Hyakimaru turned 6, Jukai had been watching him run and play like any child would. Despite the fact that he could not see, he knew at that moment that with such wondrous gifts, a strange and fantastic destiny would surely be awaiting
Okay.
Hyakimaru.
Let's see.
As Hyakimaru grew older, strange things began to occur.
Bai Gui Wan.
Demons began to appear all around
What does
them,
it mean?
watching their every move.
I'm sorry, I'm not paying
When
attention to the
Hyakimaru
cutscene
turned
here.
18, he visited a local temple. While praying, a voice
Okay, no, it's just
spoke
his
to
name,
him
apparently.
from the heavens. The 48 fiends have each taken a part of your body.
Baidu,
Hyakimaru,
Chinese
you
Wikipedia.
must slay these fiends and retrieve what is rightfully yours. However, the fiends have also created a human out of your body
Dororo.
parts. Slay the fiends, or their human creation, and you shall become whole once again.
Alright, we've gone into something.
Hyakimaru, sensing the seriousness of the situation,
Dororo
sat
is
down to speak with Jukai.
The main character of the
Hyakimaru
manga.
knew that the
So the
fiends
thief
were
is the main
after
character of
him.
the manga that this
He
game
knew
is
it was
based on.
because of his special powers that the demons wanted him dead. Even though he
Huh?
had artificial limbs and could not
Okay,
see
I
or hear,
was incorrect.
he could see things with some sort of innate sixth sense. He knew that the fiends considered him a threat and would do anything to get rid of him.
Okay, so I guess they do.
Hyakimaru decided that he must seek out the fiends and destroy them. To help him accomplish
They
this,
do
Jukai decided to
give you, like, a
perform
whole
one
context
final
of what
operation
happened
on
to him.
Hyakimaru. He
So,
fitted
again, I
Hyakimaru's
was
body
mistaken
with
on
various
that.
powerful
I thought they were just
weapons.
going to skip over it.
As Hyakimaru prepared to set off on his quest, Jukai warned Hyakimaru of the dangers he was sure to face. He explained that fiends lived off of human suffering and grief. He told Hyakimaru that if he encountered any peoples burdened with inexplicable pain or suffering, chances are he would find a fiend nearby.
Okay. 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 Good. Chapter 2. Chapter 1. Chapter 2. Whichever chapter we're on. Chapter 3. No. Yes. Chapter 1. Select chapter. So is there only 4 chapters? There can't be. 48 enemies? It can't be 4 chapters. Unless you do like 14 at a time.
Yucky.
The
Yucky.
why'd you sleep on the other side of the river? Oh, yeah, she was terrified of what he said earlier. The enemy designs look pretty cool. I kind of like this.
Yucky.
Are you supposed to pretend to be asleep? Because if so, why? Oh, okay.
You want some? You want some?
What are you threatening me?
If it's free, I'll take it.
Bamboo thicket. Just again. So shiny.
Imagine how strong that dude's neck is.
Hey, Hyaki. Did you see that creep last night?
Yeah, you looked so scared. I thought you'd start crying.
You think I was scared of that freak? If I gave him a nasty look, he'd have run away crying. He was probably an amateur thief. He's probably headed for that village over there. We should go check it out.
All right. Yeah. One complaint that I do have is, yeah. Okay. We'll command. Yeah.
Dororo!
Gotcha.
Dororo!
Search for stuff.
Gotcha.
Wait. So
Dororo!
you open this menu by holding circle, which first of all takes too long, but second of all you don't use the D-pad to select this stuff. Like they really don't want you to use the D-pad, and the D-pad doesn't do anything. So I don't get it. Yeah, one thing that I was gonna say is the level design is kind of basic. Yeah, it's one thing that's not great. Like, look, it's just kind of boring, you know, river with mountains on either side. This doesn't look great. That's the Kappa. Yeah, definitely some stuff to like in this game, and then some stuff that's not amazing.
Gotcha.
Okay, I have to use the stick. Can't use my camera. Okay, clicking the camera button just makes the icon up there flash, but doesn't actually do anything. I don't know, I'm kind of in two minds about this game, because I keep kind of thinking, like, you know what, this isn't that bad. But then I see something and I'm like, yeah, this is not great. I still don't think this is awful. I think, yeah. Whatever I might say... Oh, I ran out of ammo. Whatever I might say, this isn't a terrible game. But this isn't a great game either. So, let's be in agreement on that. Oh, let's take the rice. Look at that. Oh. Can we just ignore all these enemies? Because, no, I guess we are leveling up. I was thinking we're not earning XP or anything, but we are for the weapons. The weapons are an XP, so yeah. And it's XP on hit rather than XP on kill, which is always fun. But it usually lends itself to kind of be a broken system too. Like, yeah, get into that debate of the balance and fun between XP on hit versus XP on kill. That's something that you could spend the whole video doing, but basically it's just, you know, you can give people XP every time they hit an enemy, but yeah, if you find an enemy that's just like a tank and you can glitch them or something, or an enemy that can never die, they're always great for finding bugs with that kind of system. Like if you have an enemy that can never die, but also back them up into a corner or something, oh, forget about it. Okay, these levels are a bit bigger than I thought. I thought I was gonna have to load up a new thing, but it's continuous. That's nice at least. But yeah, you can definitely break those systems. But then, you know, XP on kill is kind of annoying too. Because what if you spend so long finding an enemy, you know, and for whatever reason you don't get the XP at the end of it. Especially if you have like other... No, it should still give you XP. I don't know. You can get around all those problems pretty easily. I'm sure developers have figured out solutions to all of that. But yeah, just in my head, I'm thinking that there could be issues with both. Oh, there's one back here. Can't move the camera here. I guess there is an icon that says that, but still. Where is he? I don't know. There he is. Camera was no help. Yeah, yeah. Oh, we got a bush. Damn, this bush is tough. And I accidentally did that. God damn it. Wasted it. Well, at least I got an enemy with it. Okay, this is a bit more interesting as a level concept. Going through the forest. And again, still I do like the enemy designs even if it's silly. Oh, it's actually easier to aim this thing that you can see in color. No, I take that back. Nope, just went right through the bird. And I wasted 2 of my cannonball things. Oh well. Hey, I need these green things. I don't know why. I don't know what they do, but I need them. I can't reach them. He's too elusive. Tricked him. He thought I was running away.
I can save the game here.
Yes. You're not lying. What? I don't know what those green things do. They're probably like to buy abilities or something later on. Because they're not giving me back health. There's no sort of indication of currency or anything. Well, that is kind of weird. Your basic square combo levels up the left sword way more than it levels up. Oh, look at that 2D picture. We're heading towards the JPEG like it's an old Western movie. And it's the credit scene where you have to like walk away. Then you just have to walk in place when you get far enough away. Because otherwise you're going to walk into the
what kind of thief
backdrop.
goes around ringing a bell like that?
You still talking about that guy?
Yeah, you've got a good point.
You say you saw a man ringing a bell?
You saw the troll?
These two saw the troll.
Who the heck is the troll?
Hey, these two saw the troll.
Quickly! We must bring them to Mistress Udai.
What are you doing? We haven't done anything.
You saw the troll. No, the ghost. I've seen a troll and a ghost. We woke her up from a nap. She's gonna be real upset.
I have been told that you two have met the troll. Quite unlucky for you. However, I cannot undo your bonds just yet.
What's going on? Why can't you let us go?
The troll is, of course, not human. It is a monster.
Wait a
an
second.
evil
Are you saying there's
spirit.
non-humans
It would have
here
spoken
in
to
this
one of
world?
you. To which of you did
What
he
is that
speak?
purple smoke emanating out the back? Are
What
you
did he say
vaping back
to
there?
you?
What's
I
happening?
must know what he said.
I didn't hear anything.
He said, "Do you want
How
some?"
about you, sir?
Don't know.
Why?
That is
We don't know that she's
impossible.
evil yet. She is, but we
If
don't
you
know
do
that
not
she's
answer
evil.
my question, I cannot release your bonds. Now tell me the truth. There is nothing to be gained by lying to me.
Said I don't know.
Yucky.
The little kid's
You
gonna go.
leave me no
He
choice.
said,
I shall
No.
put you in the well room like all the others.
"It's slightly better than the average room. It's the well
Come
room."
on, Yucky. What did the troll say to you? You can tell me.
Quiet.
Looks like a combat encounter for a boss battle. Here's my third fiend that we have to
Something's
fight.
coming from the well.
Hey guys, I'm here to party.
Yucky. It's gonna eat us. We're gonna be demon food.
This just keeps getting better and better.
Oh right, why didn't you do that earlier? Yeah, well I think we've kind of got the idea. To be honest, the characters aren't too bad. So yeah, I don't mind the characters at all. I'm sure this would be a fun story to go through, but I think in terms of the gameplay, apart from the other combos and abilities we're going to unlock, I think we've kind of seen most of what this game has to offer. So I think after we beat this boss, we might just end the video, because it's not going to give us like a good stopping point, you know what I mean? Like, we're not going to get to the next chapter anytime soon, and I think the story's just going to keep going, you know? Oh my god, this demon won't let me hit. In terms of UI, okay, one last thing I'm going to say is talk about UI. Very generic UI. Very generic. Not awful, but especially the bars. Like, I feel like they could have done... There's no point in using my ability now, it's never going to hit them. Yeah, I feel like they could have done a little bit more with the bars. Like, the outlines and the frames on everything are fine. But, yeah, just the actual health bar and the spirit bar, they're not great. The enemy health bars, like the boss health bar there, is fine. Just hit him once, that's all we needed. A little bit of compression on these videos, but not a lot, so it's not too bad. Okay, now we gotta jump down and follow him, right?
Yucky! What the heck was that?
A demon. But I've never
Oh, it's a
encountered
demon.
one so powerful before. It might be a demon that stole one of my body parts. I cut
My
it pretty
hair.
deep. I need to go into the well to see if it's dead.
Hey! Hang on just a second. Leave it to me. This is what I do best. Bones! Lots of them! They were probably sent here to get eaten.
It's probably
too.
zombies.
You die. That damn woman meant to kill us. She never expected us to get out of this place alive.
And she underestimated me.
I wonder how many people she has tied up here and fed to that
Just
demon.
count the skulls, dude. Just count the skulls. Now you
But
know.
why is she so intent on killing anyone who saw the troll? There must be some sort of connection between Yudai and the troll. We should
Look
check
at the
bamboo
bottom of the
thicket
well.
The troll mentioned.
Where the bricks kind of fade in. There, it's not as bad.
Found some sort of tunnel.
Oh, do I have to play as the kid now?
Blood
No,
leading
I'm not
to
doing it.
Get back up here. That probably leads to where the demon lives.
I can feel a
I don't want to play as the
breeze.
kid. Don't let me do
This
it.
passage probably leads somewhere outside. I'm gonna go check
Um,
it out real quick.
But yeah, there's
Don't
like
be
the
stupid.
well up there,
Get
and you
back
can
here,
see it like
Dororo.
blending into the floor texture, which is not how bricks work. Like, you can do texture blending with certain textures. Oh, I have to play as the kid. Well, this we're gonna finish right here.
Yeah, Dororo punch.
Da-da-da.
Yeah, Dororo punch.
Okay, that's it for... Oh, I can see the edge of the map. Probably because this is widescreen. That's fine. Yeah, look at that. This is not supposed to be running widescreen.
Yeah, Dororo punch.
That's fine. Yeah, so that's Blood Will Tell. Good place to stop.